Hey guys, and welcome to our UC Santa Barbara Gauchos Baseball Dynasty on MVP06 NCAA Baseball. Today is our season opener from San Jose, California, as we take on in-state rival San Jose State. Taylor Barber will get the start for the Spartans. It is not their first game of the season. The Spartans are 0-2, but it is our first game of the season for the Gauchos. So, Taylor Barber, the starter for San Jose State, and he will face Jeremy Helton here. On a 1-2 count, Jeremy Helton swings and misses for out number one. Here is Carson. On the 0-2 count, Carson also swings and misses. So 2 strikeouts to start the game. We look at our batting order. Helton, Carson, Farinacci, Reagan, Desau, Coltrinari, Geyer, Drever, and Zerbe. Here is Farinacci on an 0-2 delivery. Farinacci is going to line it to the right side. It gets through the infield for a base hit. And we have our first base runner of the game. That'll bring up shortstop John Regan. Regan with a runner on first and an 0-2 count. And Regan check swings, and the umpire says he goes around. So, Barber strikes out the side for San Jose State. And our starter is Sean Sosinski. And the San Jose batting order is as such. Jamie, Orman, Ketchum, Crow, Osborne, Bowers, Broad, Zayas. And here is Jamie to lead things off against Sosinski. And he's going to line one into left field. That one's going to get past Geyer towards the wall. Jamie's around first, and he will be in with a stand-up double to get the day started for the Spartans. So, 1 on second, nobody out. Here's a ground ball to the right side. First baseman Desau picks it up. We'll go with Dessa. Dessa picks it up. Matt Ketchum to the plate now with a runner on third. Another ground ball, this to Helton, the second baseman, on to Dessa. Run comes in to score, and we've got 2 outs for Eric Crow. It's 1-0 Spartans with the lead. Eric Crow on a 3-2 count. Swings and misses at the big curveball from Sosinski. And at the end of one here in San Jose, it's Spartans 1, Gauchos nothing. Dessa, Coltrinari, and Geyer coming up for the Gauchos. Here is Dessa, the first baseman, batting right-handed, and he's going to lift this one into right field. Should be an easy play there for San Jose. It is, and that's the first out of the inning. Here is the designated hitter, Nate Coltrinari, for the Gauchos. Here's the delivery from Barber. Check swing. Third baseman charging, he throws it away. So an error on the play, and the Gauchos are going to end up with a runner at second for Geyer with 1 out. Geyer grounds it to the right side. That'll get the runner over to third. With 2 outs, Tyler Drever, the catcher, with a chance to drive in a run for the Gauchos. On a 1-2 count, the check swing, and he is going to be rung up and punched out by the first base umpire. We go to the bottom of the second. Clint Osborne up for the Spartans. Here is the delivery from Sosinski, and he drives it deep to right field. Farinacci going back is going to make the catch on the run for out number 1. Here's Anthony Bowers, the first baseman for the Spartans. 1-2 delivery with 1 out, and he's going to lace this one into left center for a base hit. Geyer cuts it off in the gap and holds him to a single. Here is Ryrie Broad with a runner on, and Broad is going to get this one over the head of second baseman Helton, and Farinacci will get it back into the infield, but we got runners on first and second for Seth Zayas, the catcher for the Spartans. It's 1-0 San Jose State. 1 out, runners on first and second with a full count, and Sosinski gets the strikeout for out number 2. So here is Morgan with runners on first and second. He grounds it to Carson at third. Carson takes his time on to Dessa at first. And at the end of 2, it's still 1-0 San Jose. Zerb, Helton, and Carson due up for the Gauchos. Here is center fielder Jim Zerbe. And Zerbe swings and misses at the 2-seamer. And he is punched out for out number 1. Jeremy Helton now steps in, the lefty, facing Barber, and he strikes out as well. That'll bring up third baseman Raphael Carson. And Carson swings and misses at the changeup. So Barber strikes out the side for San Jose. At the middle of the third, it's 1-0 San Jose State. Here's Aaron Jamie. Ground ball up the middle. It's going to get into the gap and roll all the way to the wall. Jamie's around first, heading to second. Farinacci at the wall. Jamie's going to end up on third with the triple to lead off the inning. Brian Orman now. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Batting .444 on the year with nobody out, a runner on third. Here's the delivery from Sosinski with a full count. Dessa has it. He looks the runner back to third and then goes to Sosinski for the out at first. Matt Ketchum, the shortstop, 0 for 1 with an RBI. Eric Crow with 2 outs. Eric Crow with 2 outs. Over to Dessa, and at the end of the third, San Jose leaves a runner at third base. Daniel Farinacci, 1 for 1 on the day for the Gauchos. And Farinacci swings and misses at the two-seamer for the first out of the inning, brings up John Reagan. John Reagan swings and misses. Another strikeout for Barber, and that'll bring up Warren Dessa. And Dessa grounds it to the right side, an easy play at first for San Jose State. In the middle of 4, it's still 1-0. Santa Barbara's had 2 base runners, 1 on a hit, 1 on an error. Bottom of the 4th, Clint Osborne at the plate. Osborne's going to ground it through the hole on the right side. Farinacci will get it back into the infield, and that'll bring up Anthony Bowers. He's 1 for 1 on the day, the first baseman for San Jose State. Runner on first, nobody out, and he lines it to third, where Carson makes the catch, and that'll bring up Ryrie Broad, who is also 1 for 1 on the day with 1 out. Here is the delivery from Sosinski, and Broad lines it into center. Zerbe picks it up, and it's another base hit for San Jose State. Catcher Seth Zayas at the plate now. 1-0 Spartans. He grounds it to Helton. Helton to second for the out there, but they can't go on to first as the double play is broken up. And Peter Morgan, the second baseman, will step in with runners on the corners and 2 outs. Carson on to first, makes the play. A sharply hit ground ball, and Carson's able to handle it and get it on to first for the out. So Santa Barbara escapes any further damage. 1 run, 6 hits, 1 error for the Spartans, and they lead at 1-0. Nate Coltrinari at the plate for the Gauchos to lead off the top of the 5th. Coltrinari drives it into left field. The left fielder underneath it makes the play, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Here's Adam Geyer, the left fielder for Santa Barbara. On the 1-0 delivery from Barber. Here's a drive deep to right field. That one is back near the track, and it is caught. Tyler Drever, the catcher, steps up now with 2 outs and nobody on a 3-1 count. Drever takes ball 4, and he will be the Gauchos' third base runner of the night. And Jim Zerbe will come up, the center fielder. And Zerbe lines it to the right side. The catch is made by the second baseman. In the middle of 5, it's still 1-0 Spartans. Here's Aaron Jamie, 2 for 2 on the day with a double. Jamie, a double and a triple. And Sosinski makes the play for the first out. Here's Brian Orman, the center fielder, with 1 down. On an 0-2 count, he grounds it to third. Raphael Carson up with it, on to Dessa at first for out number 2. Matt Ketchum now at the plate, the shortstop for the Spartans. Ketchum takes the cutter on the inside corner. At the end of 5, it's still 1-0. Helton, Carson, and Farinacci, the top of the order, to lead things off for the Gauchos. And here is John Regan after a walk is taken with 2 outs in the inning. A runner on first. Ground ball by Regan to short. On to first, they make the play, and that ends the inning. In the middle of 6, it's still 1-0. San Jose still working on a 1-hitter. Clint Osborne for the Spartans up to the plate now in the bottom of the 6th. 1-0 San Jose. The delivery, a drive deep to right field. Farinacci's going back, but that one is gone. A solo home run for San Jose State. Clint Osborne, he's 2 for 3 on the day. A 401-foot home run, and San Jose State jumps out to a 2-0 lead. Anthony Bowers at the plate now. The first baseman for the Spartans with 1 out. He grounds it up the middle past Sosinski and into center field for a base hit. And the Gauchos are going to take out Sosinski here and bring in a new pitcher. And I'm not sure who the pitcher is. I'm sorry, guys. I'll do better at figuring out who the pitchers are coming in. Ground ball to Helton on the right side, and Helton goes to first for the out. Seth Zayas now. 0 for 2 on the day. Zayas grounds it to Carson at third. Carson takes his time on to first, and they make the play. At the end of the sixth, it's 2-0. Spartans with the lead. Dessa, Coltrinari, and Geyer do up, and Borchardt comes in for Barber for San Jose State, and he gets a strikeout to the first batter, Nate Coltrinari, with 1 out in the top of the 7th, and Coltrinari is going to ground it to short, and bobbled there by the shortstop as he boots it. And Coltrinari will end up at first. Here's Adam Geyer with Coltrinari at first and 1 out, a 2-1 delivery. Geyer grounds it to third, on to second. Play is made, and the play to first is made as well. A nice double play for San Jose State gets them out of the inning. We stretch here in San Jose, California. It's 2-0. Spartans with the lead. First batter for the Spartans draws a walk. That'll bring up Aaron Jamie. And Aaron Jamie lifts it into left field. That's going to get over Geyer's head. No, it's not. Geyer runs it down. A nice play by Geyer out in left, and that'll keep the runner at first. Here's Brian Orman with 1 out and a runner on first. And he gets a base hit through the left side, so you got runners on first and second for Matt Ketchum. Ketchum's 0 for 3 on the day. He does have an RBI and has struck out twice. Ketchum grounds it to Reagan at short, and he boots it, and it rolls into center field. A run's going to come around third and score. Another runner will end up at third. So a costly error for Santa Barbara, and it's 3-0 Spartans. Eric Crow with runners on the corners and 1 out, and he lines it to Carson for the second out of the inning. And Clint Osborne is up. He's 2 for 3 on the day with a home run. Runners on the corners, and the ball gets past the catcher all the way to the backstop. The run comes in to score, and it's 4-0 in favor of the Spartans. Here's the delivery into left field. That one's going to split the gap and roll to the wall. Another run's going to come in to score for San Jose State. Zerbe has it out in center, and he is going to get it back in and hold him to a double, and that's going to be the end of the day for that relief pitcher that I don't know who it was. I'm sorry, guys. This time we're going to bring in Meester, as I'm going to have to do this to be able to tell who we brought in. Meester comes in to face Bowers with 2 outs and an 0-2 count to Bowers, and he gets Bowers to strike out. At the end of 7, San Jose State has jumped out to a 5-0 lead on us. Jeremy Helton steps into the box for the Gauchos. 2 outs in the top of the 8th inning, and he's going to lift a pop fly into shallow left field, where it'll be taken care of by the shortstop. In the middle of 8, San Jose 5, Santa Barbara nothing. Still sitting on 1 hit. Peter Morgan steps in now, second baseman for the Spartans. 0-2 count with 2 outs, and Meester gets him to swing at the slider for the strikeout. We go to the top of the 9th, San Jose leading 5-0. Carson, Farinacci, and Reagan do up for the Gauchos. Looking for a combined 1-hitter. Here's the ground ball to short. On to first. Play is made for the first out of the inning. He brings up Daniel Farinacci. He has the lone hit of the day for the Gauchos. Farinacci grounds it to the right side. Easy play at first. And the Gauchos are down to their last out. John Regan up. Regan, the shortstop for the Gauchos. On an 0-1 count, he lifts this one into shallow center field. And coming in to make the play and end the game, San Jose State is going to win this one 5-0. They improve to 1-2. The Gauchos fall to 0-1 as we get our season underway. Quick look at the box score. Helton went 0 for 3 with a walk and 2 strikeouts. Carson 0 for 4. Farinacci 1 for 4. He had our lone hit of the game. The winning pitcher was Zayas. Or no, a wild pitch for Zayas on our end, sorry. So Zayas was the pitcher that we brought in. A little confusing because San Jose State has a Zayas on their team too. That's their catcher there. Big game for Osborne for San Jose. He was 3 for 4 with a home run, had 2 RBIs and a double. Jamie had a triple, Osborne and Ketchum both had 2 RBIs. Ketchum and Osborne both had errors. Pitching-wise for us, Sivcinski went 5 1/3, gave up 8 hits and 2 runs, had 4 strikeouts, gave up a home run. Zayas went 1 1/3, gave up 3 runs. Meester went 1 1/3, didn't give up any runs, had 2 strikeouts for us. And Zayas had the wild pitch that allowed a run to score for San Jose State. For them, Barber gets the win. He went 6 innings, gave up 1 hit, 2 walks, 9 strikeouts. And Borchard with the save as he went 3 innings to earn that save. 3 strikeouts for Borchard on the day. So next up, the second game of this 2-game series at San Jose. And then we'll move on to Washington State. We're going to go ahead and coach this game. And we'll just zip through it kind of quickly here. So I'm not going to simulate any games, but I'm also not going to play every single game. So when I'm not playing games in this dynasty, I will be coaching them like this. So we're in the 9th inning, and it looks like we're going to come away with the win. We do 7-1, the win at San Jose. So that's our first win of the season. Gardner gets the save as we win this one 7-1. A 5-run 9th inning lengthened out the lead and ensured a win in this one. 3 RBIs for Regan as he went 1 for 5. Dessa went 3 for 5. Drever went 3 for 4, and Conradi went 2 for 4 for us. Drever had a double. Conradi had 2 doubles. Dessa had a home run. Regan had a home run. Fielding, Carson had an error. Zerbe stole a base. For San Jose, Jamie went 1 for 4. Orman went 2 for 4. Not a good day at the plate. Crow went 2 for 4. And Morgan had the only RBI for San Jose State. The second baseman, he went 1 for 3 with the RBI. And Crow had a double. Crow also had a stolen base. Pitching, Hutchins went 4 1/3, gave up 5 hits, 1 run. So a good start for Hutchins. And Colbert came in, got the win after 1 2/3 innings pitched. Leskanic pitched an inning, didn't give up any runs, and Gardner gets the save for Santa Barbara. Bramhall for the Spartans gets the loss. He gave up 2 runs in 5 1/3 innings, had 7 strikeouts. King is the one that gave up the most runs. He gave up 3 runs for San Jose State. So that is the end of this episode. We did 2 games against the San Jose State Spartans, splitting them. Next up, we've got the Washington State Cougars from back home in Santa Barbara, California. And that will be in episode number 2 of our UCSB Gauchos Dynasty here on MVP06 NCAA Baseball and Mama's Basement Sports Gaming.